Will AMC stock continue to rise? AMC has been on a tear lately, and a lot of you have asked me about AMC. So I'm going to give you the honest breakdown. I'm going to give you the Dr. Boyce breakdown on what's going on with AMC stock, why you might want to be a little bit worried if you've thought about investing in AMC, and why I think this is basically a movie that's going to end badly. So get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're going to get started. We're going to talk about the story of AMC stock, a company that is pretty worthless, but suddenly has found its value. We're going to break it down the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor. And on the Black Financial Channel, every single day, we talk about Black economics, Black wealth, how Black people can get money, how Black people can get ahead financially. And I just want to see you do well financially. We also put our community first. We believe that the Black community should be our top priority. We want to talk about ourselves before we talk about anybody else. We want to solve our own problems. If you agree with this philosophy, put a hashtag B1 in the chat. Hashtag B and the number one is our calling card to mean that we put our community first. Very important. All right, so let's talk about AMC. Give me a yes or no in the chat. Quick yes or no question. How many of you have been following what's been going on with the AMC stock? Give me a yes or no if you've noticed how AMC stock has been rising like crazy. It's been going insane. It's been shooting through the roof. Debt Free Dad, what's going on, brother? I see you. I always see you. Janice Jackson and Antonio Spiller, Donnie Bravo, Prentice Ferguson, and John Hunter the third. He's the third. That's what I'm talking about. Legacy. I love it, brother. Give me a yes or no. Okay. So a lot of you say yes. Some of you say no. Jesse doesn't know. So we'll brief you real quick. Basically, AMC stock is the stock that people have said is literally worth like as little as a penny. There are experts who literally will say the AMC stock is worth a penny. But right now, AMC is not trading for a penny. AMC is trading for a very high number. The number is kind of high. I'm going to pull up my app right now and actually tell you exactly what's going on with AMC. And then I'm going to tell you some dynamics that you may want to pay attention to if you decide to jump into the AMC chaos. AMC stock is now trading at $37.69, which is a far cry from where it was maybe a month ago, where it was trading on May 10th at $9.74. So if you owned AMC at $9.74 and it's now trading at $37.69, congratulations, you just won the lotto. I hope that you're smart enough to protect your assets. That might mean buying some put options, which are extremely expensive right now, but worth it. It might mean selling a little bit off. It might mean stop loss orders, trailing stop loss orders to protect your investment. Whatever you want to do. Maybe selling some call options. That's what I've seen people do. I made some money on AMC. I made a few $1,000 literally today. In about 2 hours, I bought AMC in the morning. I sold it in the afternoon. I made $4,000. My wife gave me a kiss. My baby gave me a kiss. And ladies, if you got a man who's out here hustling to get that money, give him extra kisses. Fellas, if you got a woman that's out here making that money, then that's a keeper. That's a keeper for you. Today, in fact, I was talking to a young lady about things that you should ask a man before you get with him. I said, yeah, he's going to show you a fancy car. He might show you some gator shoes. He's going to show you his swag. He might show you a fancy apartment. I said, but ask him his credit score. Ask him about his assets. Ask him about his portfolio. And if you can't answer those questions, then you might want to run because your man might have a financial STD. Be careful because financial STDs are rampant and some of these people are super spreaders. You got financial STDs everywhere. You do not let somebody in your life that brings a financial STD because some of these STDs cannot be cured. That's my public service announcement. So don't call me Dr. Boyce. Maybe you can call me Dr. Fauci. I don't know. And a lot of these super spreaders who carry the financial STDs, they come disguised as alpha males. They pretend like they're real men, but really, a real man has responsibility and takes care of his family. Some of these are little boys in grown men bodies. So that's my public service announcement for you today. With that said, let's move on. Hit the thumbs up button. Take a second. Please hit the thumbs up button. Very important. Now, here's the deal. Okay, so Ben Dover thinks I haven't done my due diligence. Well, I shall tell you, Mr. Ben, I have done my work on this issue, and I may be wrong, but that doesn't mean I didn't do the work. AMC stock, in my view, is not a good investment. AMC stock is like walking the tightrope at the top of the Empire State Building, in which at any point that tightrope might break and you might fall to your death. AMC stock is worth nothing close to $37 per share. It is only worth $37 per share because That's what people just decided to assign in terms of value. Let me tell you some background. AMC itself, the company itself, doesn't really think its shares are worth $37 a share. AMC's inner CEOs, the people who know a whole lot more about the company than you do, the people who know a whole lot more about the company's prospects than we do, the people that are on the inside of the company that can tell you what's going on, things that information you don't have, they're selling their shares. They're pushing their shares. You know why they're doing it? They're doing it because they basically understand something about making money. They know that the number one rule of making money is you buy low and you sell high. That means that if you see that something is overpriced, do you buy it or do you sell it? So, boys and girls, answer this question for me. If something is worth $25, where people are willing to pay $45, do you want to buy at $45? Or would you rather be a seller? Would you rather be a producer or would you rather be a consumer? Do you buy or sell? Answer that in the chat. Do you buy or sell? Buy or sell? Yes, you sell. When the stock is overpriced, what happens is, and this is according to something called signaling theory. Signaling theory, there are thousands of research papers written on this in the field of finance. Signaling theory basically says that you can get clues about whether a company's stock is properly valued by what the management does. If the management of the company starts buying the stock back, then that means that they think the stock is underpriced relative to what it's really worth. But if they start dumping their stock on the market and they start selling, then that means that they believe that the stock is probably overpriced. That's why when Elon Musk went on Twitter and tweeted that Tesla stock is too high, what did the stock price do? It tumbled. It tumbled like Lizzo rolling down a hill on a Sunday afternoon. It tumbled at 100 miles an hour because everyone said, holy crap, Elon Musk knows this company better than I do. And Elon Musk, another guy who I think I should do a whole podcast about because I think Elon Musk is going to be the downfall of Tesla. Brilliant man, but his behavior is a little bit risky. Got to be careful investing in Tesla. Tesla hasn't been doing well lately, largely because the stock got to be overpriced. So basically, AMC, a lot of people are telling you it's going to go to the moon. None of these people have been to the moon, and none of these people know anything about AMC. And everybody telling you that AMC is going to go to the moon, you might want to take that with a big grain of salt. It doesn't mean AMC can't go to the moon. It means that if it goes to the moon, it has to be due to what is called the greater fool theory. The greater fool theory means that basically when you buy AMC stock, and I did this today, when you buy at 37, what you're looking for is the greater fool. You're thinking, if I buy it at 37, maybe there's a greater fool than me who will buy this falsely priced asset at 47 or maybe 57. Maybe it'll go to the moon and I can sell it when it gets to the moon. But the thing is, in order for you to sell it when it gets to the moon, somebody has to be willing to buy AMC on the moon. And if you run out of buyers, if you run out of people willing to be the bigger fool, if you run out of people who are willing to buy at a price higher than yours, then kaboom, you lose everything. You lose all your money. A lot of people get hammered when these things happen. I just want to make sure you're warned. Not telling you that this stock can't keep going up. My God, I hope it does. If you own it, I hope it keeps making money for you. I'm just here to tell you that you got to be careful. Now, hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to learn more about investing and you want to get started for free in the Black Business School with some of the stuff that we have, or you want to dig deeper, go to firstshareofstock.com. Firstshareofstock.com. There's a free training that's been seen by over 1 million people, where we've helped over 1 million Black people buy their first share of stock, because that is our contribution to Black wealth. In fact, everyone's talking about Black Wall Street right now. We made a documentary about Black Wall Street about 6 or 7 years ago called Resurrecting Black Wall Street, The Blueprint, directed by Dorian Chandler. So we've been pushing everyone in the community for about 6 or 7 years to make sure your children understand the Black Wall Street massacre. Thank God the world is finally doing that, because that's just the tip of the iceberg, though. Black Wall Street is just the beginning. There was a lot more wealth stolen from you that you have no idea about. They never taught you about that. Now, with that said, let me pull up another screen. Give me a yes in the chat if you can still hear me. I'm looking at another screen on my phone. Give me a yes in the chat so I can make sure I'm being heard loud and clear. So let me read this to you. This is in an article on CNBC. This is what, according to the insiders at AMC, this is what is going on. Okay, two things. Number one of the reasons that AMC stock went up is because there's a company called Mudrick Capital, Mudrick, that bought 8.5 million shares of AMC. 8.5 million shares of AMC is a lot of money. What's that, about $250 million, something like that? Well, check this out. Mudrick Capital bought these shares And a lot of people said, "Oh, Mudrick Capital, they're a smart company. They invested they bought 8.5 million shares, which at that time cost about $230 million." Well, check this out. Mudrick Capital, when the stock price went up, Mudrick Capital, they're not doing a hodl. They don't believe AMC is going to the moon. They're not waiting for the bigger fool, the bigger sucker. Mudrick Capital bailed. Mudrick Capital ran out of here like a baby daddy that don't want to pay child support. Mudrick Capital said, "Let me get the hell up out of here because this stock is too expensive. The price is too damn high. We need to cut it. The price is too high." So Mudrick Capital sold their shares. Mudrick Capital's gone. So they're leaving you holding the bag. I'm not telling you that you're stupid for holding the bag. I'm just telling you to be prepared just in case you lose all your money. Again, I hope it goes to the moon. It's a long way from the moon, but maybe one day it'll get there. I just want to let you know that Mudrick Capital, the sophisticated experts who do detailed analysis on the fundamental values of corporations, has sold their shares. Another thing that you might want to read is that AMC's own executive team believes that their shares are pretty much overvalued. They said this in a filing when they were trying to sell their shares. They were trying to now what they do as a company, they're not actually selling shares that they hold. They're selling more shares, putting more shares in the market. They said, "Woo, Lord, people are crazy right now, and they'll buy anything. They'll buy anything." So they're putting these shares out here on the market right now. Here's what they said in their regulatory filing. The SEC is pretty good about making sure companies tell the truth. You got to pay attention when they take their truth serum because they tell you what you need to know. Like Maya Angelou used to say, if somebody tells you who they are, you better believe them. Like you date somebody who says, "Hey, girl, I'm a dog. Hey, girl, I ain't never going to commit to you. Hey, girl, I don't never want to get married." Don't think that you're going to change his mind. Don't think that he's just telling you something negative just to try to run you away, even though he really loves you. Don't think that he's going to evolve. He's telling you who he is. So right now, the AMC executive team is telling you who they are. And here's what they said. I'm going to read this to you, then I'm going to give you the Dr. Boyce translation. They say, quote, "Our market," let me do my best white man voice. "Our market capitalization, as implied by various trading prices, currently reflects valuations that diverge significantly from those seen prior to recent volatility and that are significantly higher than our market capitalization immediately prior to the COVID-19 pandemic," AMC executive said in Tuesday's Securities Exchange filing. "And to the extent that these valuations reflect trading dynamics unrelated to our financial performance or prospects, purchases of our Class A common stock could incur substantial losses if these are declines in market prices driven by a return to earlier valuations." So basically what they're saying, here's what they're saying. Let me just give you the Dr. Boyce breakdown of what they're saying. They're basically saying that if people sober up and start really looking at what our company's really worth, the stock is going to get body slammed. They're revealing this information in a disclosure so that you don't sue them when the stock goes to hell. Right? So that you don't say, "Hey, y'all lied to me. Y'all made me think that this stock was going to go to the moon because y'all said AMC is going to the moon." And they're going to be like, no, girl, I never said I was going to marry you. I told you in the beginning when we started dating that I was waiting to get married for another 10 years. So you're putting stuff in my mouth that I never said. I told you who I was. AMC's executives told you who they are. So what I really want you to understand, and you don't have to listen. You don't have to listen. Tino says, "Don't listen to this guy, man. You got to get up out of here, bro. Just go. Go. You shouldn't be here because if I hope your stock goes to the moon. It probably won't. You're buying a pump and dump, most likely. But my God, I hope that you're right. I hope that you come back to me and say, "Boyce, you're a piece of crap." AMC turned out to be a great company. And it turned out that their raw fundamentals were so extraordinary that they are now worth $400 a share. I really hope that that's your story. But my story, my goal is like your mama used to say, "I'm not one of your little friends." Like, I'm not one of your little friends. I'm not one of your little friends who's going to lead you into a bad situation. One of your little friends who tells you to go get locked up and that they're going to bail you out of jail. No, I'm the person who's going to tell you the truth. And the truth of the matter is that AMC stock is not a strong investment. And I think somebody even in the chat even mentioned Dogecoin. Doge, I've told you from the beginning, Doge is not a good investment. Doge is more of a joke. Thank God the price is starting to show that a little bit. It's dipped and it hasn't recovered. But either way, good luck. I hope AMC goes to the moon. I hope that you make a killing. I hope you make all the money in the world. And when you do, I want you to come back and say, "Ha ha, I told you so." AMC stock. That's how me and my family made $1 billion. And if that's the case, I'm just going to say congratulations. And then I'm going to repeat what I just said. Just because it's like basketball, just because the shot goes in, that don't mean it was a good shot. right? Anybody ever play basketball? You know what I'm talking about? There's a difference between a good shot and a shot that goes in. Sometimes bad shots go in, but that don't make it a good shot. That just means you got lucky. Okay, so Doge might rise, or some Doge or AMC might continue to go up, but I don't see this as a good shot. I jumped into AMC. I looked for the bigger fool. The stock price went up another 2 or 3%. I bailed. I pulled out I made $4,000 profit just like that. I said, I do not want to go into this burning building and stay too long because at some point the roof is going to collapse and everybody's going to die. So that's my 2 cents on the issue. If you think I'm wrong, if you want to disagree, feel free to lay out research on the fundamental values of assets to tell me where I'm wrong. But I see that there's some people in here that really, really love AMC. And I'm sorry if I disrespected your white Jesus. I know y'all love and y'all worship what people say, but those people don't have PhDs. I do. I know what I'm talking about. But it is a perspective, and I could be wrong. So anyway, hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button before you go. And also, every Tuesday we meet for stock market investing class in the Black Business School. If you'd like to join, the first month is free, and you can send me your questions in advance. I also tell you about the stocks I am buying. How I've made a lot of money for my family by investing consistently. And I do that every single week. And you can feel free to go to the blackstockmarketprogram.com. The first month is free, totally free. Give it a try. There's a money back guarantee if you're not happy. And I spend 2 hours every Tuesday talking to my students in a small group about all the stocks they're buying, what they're doing, and all the details that they need to know to be a successful investor. So feel free to go take a look. But remember, though, in the Black Business School, we put the Black community first. It doesn't mean you have to be Black to be there, but think of it like going to Notre Dame. You don't have to be Catholic to go to Notre Dame, but Notre Dame is a Catholic school. The Catholic community comes first at Notre Dame. So you don't have to be Catholic, but you cannot disrespect the Catholic Church. Well, in the Black Business School, you ain't got to be Black, but the Black community will never be disrespected, and the Black community will always come first in that space. That's how we operate. That's what we do. That's how we live. So God bless you guys. Have a good day. Please hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button on your way out, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.